Hey, Kerry here. My business took a little bit of a turn here, kind of unintentionally, and I got involved in a short sale. And it's actually worked out pretty good for me and everybody involved in it. And I want to share it with you because I think it's going to become a part of my business and it's going to fill a void that kind of evolved. So stick with me. Let's talk about a short sale. Well, what is a short sale? Well, how I basically learned about it is that I saw an expired listing for a house for about $1.2 million, and it was in one of the communities that I like to work in. So I did my normal thing and did a video, found the name of the owner, found their cell phone number, and did a video, sent the video, and basically explained how I felt that I would be a better representative for their listing for their $1.2 million house. I actually shot the video in front of the house. Um, Got a quick response on it. Met with the people, pitched the video, the drone video, the my website. Did everything that I do for all of my normal $1 million listings. Got into it, and it was within the first month, the lady presented a letter to me from the bank, and the essence of the letter was, you owe more on the house than you have it listed. I at that point realized or was told that she hadn't made a payment for 7 months on the house and that she had filed bankruptcy and that the bank was basically putting her in, giving her notice of a short sale, and she had 45 days to either get it sold or it was going into foreclosure. Well, this became my lesson on how short sales work. In essence, what it is the house has mortgage, and in this case, cost plus interest and penalty for missing payments that is greater than the sale price of the house. That basically then changed the way I approach my showings because what I realized was once you go into a short sale, the homeowner isn't going to reap any profits off the sale of the house. And in fact, the bank will take less than what they are owed. So the winner in this whole thing becomes the buyer. Now, yes, I should amend that. The seller wins because they don't go into foreclosure. If they go into foreclosure, they pretty well wipe out their credit rate, and it creates a pretty dismal situation for at least 4 or 5 years. So with that in mind, what you're trying to do is find the price at which the bank will let it go. And what I learned and worked with the people who were with the bank, that they were willing to take something less than what was owed on it. And by talking to them and feeling it out, I came to a pretty close understanding. And again, it was a house that had a mortgage of $890,000, the original mortgage balance, but plus interest and penalty, it had gotten up to over the 1.2. I surmised that they were going to be willing to take something less than the 890,000. And as it turned out, I was able to secure them an offer for $750,000. And what you need to know on a short sale, the seller doesn't net anything. The bank nets the purchase price less any closing costs and commissions. So in that case, the bank was going to net out just over 700,000 on a sale of 750,000, and I was going to make my half of the 6% commission. So that worked well, and the owner would walk away clean. So with that being done, then the buyers ordered an inspection. Even though the house was being sold as is, they ordered an inspection, and we found that there had been some leakage on a flat part of the roof, and they backed out of the sale. So my initial reaction was, well, at what price will you buy? And they came back and said that they would pay $700,000, a drop from 750 to 700,000. I then contacted the bank and gave them this additional information. Now, why would the bank be interested in reducing the price another $50,000? Well, a foreclosure basically means they now take ownership of the house. Once they take ownership of the house, they take on that liability as well. In this case, the house had since become vacant. They would be subjected to but the potential of vandalism. They would have to hire a lawyer because they basically have to go into court and foreclose. They would have to take over the utilities and the maintenance of the property. So I knew immediately that a bird in the hand was worth more than one in the bush. To go into foreclosure was something they really didn't want to do. So I put the paperwork together and emailed it up to them, and it looks like we've got the deal put back together. So here again, I'm going to walk away with a very handsome commission. So my interest now is, I don't want to get in really into foreclosures and short sales on $1 and $2 and $300,000 homes. Basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on finding these houses, and you can do it through the court records, and I'll do another video later explaining exactly how you do that. Go through the clerk's office. When the bank goes in and creates a short sale, the city clerk is notified. So it becomes a public record. You then find those public records. And at that point, it's you go out and decide whether you would like to list the house and then make your presentation. And that's what I'm going to do. So, and again, to fill you in on this, I was basically going for luxury homes. I've discovered they're difficult to sell, and I think they will remain difficult to sell for probably another 3 to 5 years. And so I'm creating a different business plan. I've explained to you that I've found a series of 42 lots, and I'm developing them. So that's going to be a part of my business. And I'm going to go after helping banks do short sales on luxury homes, $750,000 or more. So I guess my point is, and the message I want to deliver to you is, you're in real estate. It's not going the way you want it for whatever reason. You don't quit. You don't throw your hands up and say, well, this wasn't really what I thought it was going to be, and it's kind of a bad idea. You pivot. You look and see, and you learn, what else can I do? Do I want to get into buying and flipping homes? I don't think I want to do that because I don't have the knowledge of construction enough, and I don't have the connections with the people who are going to do the work. I'm certainly not going to do the work. So I'm pivoting. I'm finding other avenues, other people that I can help. I have learned through this that the bank that holds the mortgage on the property is up in Milwaukee. They've never been in the property. Even the local people from the bank have never been in the property. So they need help. And they need someone who can handle it on a professional, timely basis. One of the things that they want is someone who is going to follow up, who is going to promise to do things and then do them, and help them get rid of the homes. So that's a short sale. I'll do another video where I explain how you find them, how you approach them, and what you do differently than anybody else. When I explained to the bank that I had done a video on this house, that I show up for every showing, that I was there for the inspection, they basically said to me, nobody else does that. No, everybody else just puts up a sign and waits for an offer. So there's an opportunity here. I wanted to share it with you. If you've got any experience in short sales, foreclosures, whatever, put something in the comments. If you're interested in this, if you're interested in finding other ways to grow your real estate business, subscribe, ring the bell, and then if you want to get even connected further, go to bestofusagents.com. And I'll share the written materials that I send out for on a monthly basis to those who I want to do business with, and my puzzled letters and my formula for selling homes. And let's grow together. So, okay, that's short sale. I'll be back to you with more.